الله أكبر الله أكبر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله. أدى الأمانة وبلغ الرسالة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين، وترك الأمة على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك، فصلوات الله وسلامه على رسول الله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد في الأولين، وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين، وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة الكرام، يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا، يا أيها الذين آمنوا. What that means? Oh, who you have believed. This ayah is not for everyone, because there are some other ayat. Allah says in the Quran, Ya ayyuhan nas.
Speaker is not working.
يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم. Some ayat in the Quran, oh people, oh human being, and that is for everyone. About the aqidah. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى. Oh human being, we created you from man and woman, referring to Adam and Eve. This is for everyone. Half of the Quran like this. If we count how many Ya Ayyuhan Nas, too many. Almost equal to Ya Ayyuhal Ladina Amanu. But this ayah, Ya Ayyuhal Ladina Amanu, this ayah not for a Scottish government, and not for a British council, and not for the British Parliament. This is not for European Union and some Arab governments who are not implementing Islam. This is not for secular people. This is for Alladina Amanu. قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, save yourselves. قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, save yourselves. وَأَهْلِيكُمْ, and your families. نَارًا, from the hellfire. So is it the job of the British government to save ourselves and our families from the hellfire? No. No. Is it Aberdeen City Council responsible? No. We fight with them for other things. getting housing, getting this, getting that, social security, only for citizens. And the rights of citizenship, that is the contract between people and the governments nowadays and the states. But there is another contract we have as Muslims, the contract of Islam, accepting the faith of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is the contract between us and Allah, to follow the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his teaching. Then this is my job, to save myself and my family. If the situation around me is challenging me, then I should not rely on the state or the government or the system. Another question. In this ayah, did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "O Imams, save people's lives and Iman and their families and their children and their wives"? Allah didn't call the Imams and ask them. Did the ayah said, "Oh, the masajid or ulama"? This ayah said, "Oh believers, ya ayyuhalladhina amanu." Every single person who said that I am mu'min, I am Muslim, he is responsible and he is the one who is called by Allah in this ayah to respond. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, including the ulama, imams and everyone. Save yourselves and your families from the hellfire. This ayah clear, isn't it? Very, very clear now to us. We should not rely on our maulanas and mullahs and ulama and imams and muftis and qaris and hafiz. And we say, okay, he told me, he told me. We are responsible. Now why we are here in the masjid praying Jum'ah? Because we all know that it is fard for us to come and pray Jum'ah in the masjid. If one Maulana told us, do not come for Jum'ah, do we listen to him? No. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع. In Surah Al-Jumu'ah, Allah said, "O believers, when you hear the call of Jum'ah or the time of the Jum'ah comes, then you leave your business and come for Jum'ah." Very clear ayah. There's no confusion, isn't it? Now our children in state schools, non-Muslim schools. We don't have Muslim schools, do we? We don't. And this is fact in our life. Of course, it's better if we try to, the ideal situation is to take our children from these schools and establish Muslim schools. And this is exist in England. There are many, many towns in UK. They have Muslim schools. They teach them mathematics, English, physics, chemistry, everything. Science, IT, computing. And they teach them Islam and Arabic. When Eid time comes, everyone in holiday. Teachers, management, children. Ramadan comes, there is understanding. Maghrib time comes, everyone in iftari. There is a break for iftari. Dhuhr time, break for salah, to do the namaz. All food in the school, halal. They go for a sport, boys separate, girls separate. Changing room, being naked, changing your clothes before the sport, not together. Everyone has privacy. When they finish the sport, Showering, they have shower, not together. Also there is a privacy. And so on and so forth. So they have, even these schools, Muslim schools in England, they have the success rate and the grades that they got better than other schools. And if you follow up the education statistics and announcements, you see every year that these schools, they got the best results, generally speaking. In Scotland, we don't have this. This is a fact. But Allah said to us, you protect yourself, you protect your family. Look after yourself, look after your family. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Everyone among you is responsible of people who are under his care. We cannot just say we send our children to the school and then they learn everything. This is not enough. We have to check certain things. The main thing that we have to check is the aqeedah. Because when our children go to the school, other children, they have either no faith, they don't believe in anything, they are atheists like their parents, or they are Christian like their parents, or they are Buddhist, or Sikh, or Jewish, or whatever it is. So our children, they have different concepts of God. They hear God, this word. They come home, what does God means? God means a human for some people. Our children, they get this in the environment of the school. And for some people, it's idle. It's idle. For some other people, not only 1, 3 together. The concept of eternity. Then our children, they will be confused. This is why I have to tell you that if you make surveys, basic survey, and ask 20 Muslim children about the concept of Allah. Who's Allah? What His sifat, His qualities and attributes and names? They don't know. Honestly speaking, I'm very frank with you because I have to. That means the imaniyat, the first rukun of iman, because we have 6 arkan of iman in Islam, is missing. To know Allah, the oneness of Allah, to believe in the oneness of Allah. La ilaha illallah. There is no one worthy to be worshipped except Allah. And if this is absence in our children's minds and heart, is very dangerous. So what we need our children to know Allah. And this is the job of the parents. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Remember, don't tell me I send him to school, I send him to madrasa, I bring him to the mosque, this, that. Maybe the day that they talk about Allah and His oneness, your children was absent. Or he had a flu. He couldn't concentrate. So who's responsible to check? The parents. The parents cannot run away. Cannot say, I pay money, I bring teacher, and this is the responsibility of the teacher. No. It's very clear in the Quran, in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that this is the responsibility of the parents. So as parents, we cannot run away. We must specify a certain time. This time is obligation on us to spend with our children and family and check their concepts in this mixed environment and make sure that they understand this clearly. the 6 arkan of Iman. Al-Iman billah, the oneness of Allah, with the details. Al-Iman bil-Malaika. Al-Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir, the day of judgment. They need to believe, to be convinced, to understand what we know from the Quran and the Hadith about the day of judgment. Al-Iman bil-Rusul wal-Anbiya. All of the messengers. We believe in all of the messengers and prophets. And the last one, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Sayyid al-Anbiya wal-Mursalin. Al-Kutub al-Samawiyya, the holy books. Al-Tawrah, Al-Injil, Al-Quran, Al-Zabur, Sahif Musa, Sahif Ibrahim. So we need our children to know this and to believe it. Al-Qadr, khayrihi wa sharrihi. What is the Qadr? These concepts, if they are not clear for the parents need to be cleared first. Then the parents, in simple language, they need to tell their children. Then the ibadat comes. Check the prayers of our children and our family, if they pray or not. Because if they are in the school for the whole day, did they pray Dhuhr? Did they pray Asr? Did they pray Maghrib? These prayers comes in the school. But as somebody said, because they don't pray Fajr with their parents in the morning, and they don't pray Isha with their parents at the end of the day, how they will pray during the school? And even they think about the prayer. So we need to set example that the prayer is the main pillar of Islam. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned that. عمود الدين من أقامها أقام الدين ومن هدمها هدم الدين. The main pillar of Islam. If somebody destroyed the prayer, that means he destroyed his religion. And if somebody established it, that means this person established the religion. It's very important to make our children, they love the prayer. And they pray even if we are not there. Not only pray when we bring them in the masjid, only in the holiday. Subhanallah. If you go to England, you see the schools, they have prayer rooms. People make arrangement with the head teachers because this is the right of the parents and the family. By law, they have right to ask for it. So the prayer is very important to check. Did you pray? Before we say, did you do your homework? Because this is the top of the homework. Did you pray? How are you? How are things? Did you pray? Did you do your homework? Is everything fine? This is the way that we should start even asking our children how they are. Friday, Jum'ah. It's for every baligh, we know this. But our baligh students who are in high school, they do not come. Unless if it is holiday, that's the majority of them, except a few of them. Is this their responsibility? Maybe, yes, because they are baligh. But this is not the school responsibility, not the state responsibility, not the city council to bring bus for them, to take them to the mosque and bring them back. But this is the parents. In their lunchtime, they should arrange that they are coming anyway to the mosque. They should go to the school, bring their kids with them, and after Jum'ah, take them back. Very simple. You see this practice in other towns. Our town is not very far from Aberdeen, 60, 70 miles away. They are doing that. You go to the masjid in Jum'ah, every Jum'ah, not only the holiday. You see all the high school students, they have 2-3 lines in the masjid with their university, with their school uniform in the masjid, praying Jum'ah. See the commitment, see the understanding. Because their parents, they understand the call, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. So these are very important, brothers in Islam. And then the rest of the practices will come after the main commitments comes, the main concept comes, that we are Muslims. We are British, but we are Muslims, first and foremost. That we are Muslims, and we must keep our identity and practice. For the parents, they were born in Muslim countries, they don't feel that, because these concepts are clear in their minds and their hearts. But for the kids who were born here, they do not have even the concept of Tawheed, the basic La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. What does really mean? The importance of the prayer, the importance of Jum'ah, because Jum'ah, Friday is working day, a study day. So they do not understand it as a special day. And they will never understand it unless if their parents enforce this from early stage and make effort and arrangement for them to come to the masjid. Then they will understand. Or they will never know what khutbah means, what Jum'ah means. And they will never hear and listen to the words of Allah and the words of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us and our families and all Muslim ummah. أقول ما تسمعون واستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله وبعد. Brothers, if you open the door, you let people go down the stair instead of they are standing. And please accommodate each other and fill the gaps in between in all the rooms. There are many other issues underneath these topics. I will mention them very quickly. So just to understand, to have the overall idea and picture what's happening in the schools. There are many relationships in the schools, boys and girls and all these things. Our children, they are among this environment. How we should save them from this kind of understanding, because they have emotions, they are a human being, and they see this in the life, in the reality. How we can understand this, and how we can make them understand that this is haram, but also why it is haram, and what is the alternative for them. Especially if they are baligh. Are we tutoring them to become 35 years old before they get married, and we expect them not to do haram? Is there alternative in this community for those young Muslims? We need to study this as parents. Alcohol. People talk about their weekends, how they spend it, and their holidays in the school, and how their parents spend their weekends. And the classmates, they hear these things. Do we talk about our children about alcohol and the danger of alcohol before they hear it in the school? People praise the alcohol in the school. So do we talk about the danger of alcohol in the family? And the hadith and the ayat that talk about alcohol. So our children, they will have different understanding about it. The drugs. Now in this society, people take drugs. Some degrees of the drugs is even allowed. Almost big percentages of people in this country, they take drugs. But drugs in Islam is haram. And it's dangerous also for the health. So how we can make our children protected from the drugs if the parents, they don't know anything about the drugs, how it looks like. And even if it is in the bedroom or a drawer of their children, maybe they don't know that this is the drugs. Maybe they think this is something else. Covering the awrah as concept is very important in Islam. We know. But changing in one room, all boys and girls in primary school, and boys alone and girls alone in secondary school, This exists in the schools. So how we can make our children feel embarrassed and shy in doing this, and understand this awrah is something very special, has to be covered and very private. This is important. Sex education, it exists in the school, it's part of the curriculum. Lots of people, they send their children there, they see photographs, videos. I'm telling you the reality. I'm not giving my parents' story or my grandparents' story. This is our children here in Aberdeen story. It's part of the curriculum. If the parents, they do not go and talk to the teachers or head teacher and sign the form that they do not want their children to be part of this education, our children, they will see that man can marry man, women can marry women, which is haram. This is haram. How man can marry man? Women can marry women. But they see this. Now it's by law, it's there. Okay, we are not fighting with the law, but we want to protect ourselves and our families. So there's two different things. We know that our children, they see it in part of their education. We have to respect those people and these societies and communities and these groups of people. Respect is something else, but what about our faith, our religion? What they say about it, it's forbidden. Why? The first question the child will ask the parents, why? So we need to have this answer clear, why? Then they will feel disgusted. They will feel disgusting to hear about it afterward. When they know why. When they understand the teaching of Islam. But this is the responsibility of the parents. We can't run away. We are all, most of us parents. We cannot throw this responsibility anywhere else. Even though there are some other people who can support us. Teachers, schools, madrasas, imams, masjid. They can help us. But whose responsibility to check that this is clear? The parents. The food in the school, is it halal or not? This is a big issue. Our children, they do eat halal food, halal meat or not? It's a big question. And this is the responsibility of the parents, to check, to make sure that they eat halal and only halal. Their chocolate is halal. Nowadays, in the cake, you find suitable for vegetarian cake, but it's haram, because there is wine on it. And alcohol, now it has hundreds of names, marketing names. They do not say alcohol, they do not say wine clearly or whiskey. They have too many other names. We need to learn so we can avoid these things. We cannot say, okay, my child loves this chocolate, just buy and go. Suitable for vegetarian chocolate is not halal always. Sometimes has something haram. Because it can be vegetarian and it has alcohol. Because alcohol and the wine and whiskey, these are vegetarian as well. You see, this kind of concept, the parents are responsible to tell their kids. Keeping the names, even I give you one example. The teachers in the school, when somebody, his name Abdullah or Abdul Rahman, they name him Abdul. They say, Abdul! Why Abdul? They say shortcut. This is a British culture, sometimes they do shortcut things. Muhammad, Mo, they call him. Muhammad, they call him Mo. What's Mo? And Abdullah, they call him Abdul. And Abdullah means the slave or the servant of Allah. And Abdul means the slave. So it can be slave of anything. If somebody call you, say, slave! Come here, slave. What that means? See, big difference between Abdullah, Abdul Rahman, and the slave. We are slaves of Allah. Nothing else. So why people are called us slaves? See? This is an example. And this will make us think differently. From now and then, there are lots of parents, mashallah, they are doing very well, they are checking. Sometimes things goes out of control, they get upset, they come, they told me, my child went to Christmas events or to collective simply worship, or they took him so and so and they visited this and that temple or this and that place and I wasn't aware, I don't know how this happened, and they get upset. Sometimes things get out of control, but then sometimes it's under our supervision and monitoring, because the lack of understanding of some parents, or some parents they are busy, or some parents they have language problem, or they don't know about the curriculum, and some parents they don't have that commitment, especially the one who don't even pray or come to the masjid. So their children, the most likely will be in danger risk. So what we want to do, we want to create awareness. And why I'm starting with this group, the Muslims who come to the khutbah, to the masjid, to Friday, because they are the best people in the community. Because they leave their business, they leave their work, their study, which is in a working day, and they come for the masjid. So they have commitment, they have feeling, they have understanding of Islam. They understand the relation with the masjid. They know what the commands of Allah, the responsibilities, the teaching of Islam, all the basic ideas and responsibilities and commitments are there. And we should start with this group. Then we spread the understanding and awareness. And if you tell any parents you know, you have authority by law to report anything to the school that you want. I was talking to one parent. He said, I'm not sure. I need to check that my children, they are in the primary school, if they give them halal or not. Because we pay money for their snacks. And I told him, even though you wrote in the form, it's important in the visit. When you go and take your child, or you bring your child to the school, take the child to the school, you have little chat with the teacher, make sure that they give halal. So these are basic things. We have the authority to withdraw our children from any program that we think it's against our Islam. And to be very clear, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the understanding. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم أعنا على أنفسنا بفعل الطاعات وترك المنكرات. اللهم أحينا مسلمين وتوفنا مسلمين والحقنا بالصالحين غير خزايا ولا مفتونين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضاه من العمل الصالح. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلنا هداة مهديين لا ضالين ولا مضلين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم كن لإخواننا المستضعفين عونا ومعينا. اللهم كن لهم معينا في سوريا والعراق، وكن لهم في كل مكان يا رب العالمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين.